Now I have to hug you.
Yeah.
Love you.
Me too.
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright?
Yeah. I walked back there and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to stay up there.
Yep, that's okay.
I'm supposed to face this way until she's down.
Yeah, you just wait or watch her. So you can yell down on the stairs, right? Because you're going to go get her and then come up the stairs.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. Got it. I'll just look down because I gotta hug you first. Congratulations. Love you, bud. Good job, yeah. Willie. Oh, God, already. I'm all right. Damn it. Thanks, Mom. All right.
All right, to start off, I just want to welcome all of you today. I think I speak on behalf of Ben and Kaitlin in saying that we all have an extremely important role in their life today, not only to celebrate their relationship and their marriage, but also just to start our life with them in support of the commitment they're about to make today. So I know, I speak on behalf of myself as I'm crying up here already, that Kaitlin and Ben have impacted my life in a powerful way. I'm sure that they have impacted all of your lives as well in a really special way. I think this group is a really special group of people, and Kaitlin and Ben are pretty serious about the people they care about, so we wouldn't all be sitting here together if it wasn't for that. So I just want to take a second for all of you guys to just think about how important this couple is to your life, but also how important and valuable you guys have been to their life as well. So just take a second and think about the significance of the group that we have here today. Please be seated. I would be remiss to not talk about the importance and significance of the parents. I know Kaitlin's parents better than I know Ben's parents, but I know from speaking to both of them that they value their parents a great deal. And I think that because of their parents' example for both of them, they both stand up here stronger, more loving, more forgiving, and more prepared for this chapter in their life than ever before. So I know that I speak from both of them and that they are so grateful for the examples you guys have had for them. So with that said, who gives this woman away to marry this man?
Her mother and I. I'll hug her too. You look hot.
Really quickly, I just want to introduce myself. I am the officiant today, but I'm not a typical officiant. As you can see, my clipboard has made it here today. This is the only thing I had in my car that would be able to hold notes since there's not a ton of space up here. But my name is Randi Henderson. I was fortunate to coach Kaitlin through her collegiate career, as well as a lot of people in this room, which is really awesome to see everyone. But the clipboard has made me feel a little bit more comfortable. If I had a whistle and some sweats on and maybe a game plan to get ready for, I'd be completely comfortable. But I am completely honored and humbled that they both have asked me to do this, to serve as officiant for them. I have known Kaitlin and Ben for a long time. I don't know if they all both remember our first time, but the first time that I encountered Kaitlin actually was at a high school basketball game. And on her high school basketball team, she was playing the power forward. And for as a basketball coach, most power forwards I watch are a lot closer to 6 foot tall than they are to 5 foot tall. And they are long and lanky and then tend to block a lot of shots and post up on the block. And as you can see, Kaitlin is not any of those things. But the things that I did notice about watching Kaitlin play is that she was fearless, completely oblivious to the fact that she was less than 6 feet tall. So she played and competed like she was a 6'4" All-American. She found ways to be the most pesky and persistent player on the floor. And of course, at no point in time did she ever not know what the score was. So this is just, to me, a testament and a tiny glimpse of who Kaitlin is. Kaitlin is fearlessly competitive. She's willing to do what needs to be done to help anybody out at a moment's notice, and she finds a way to win. My first encounter with Ben was at the co-college swimming pool. Ben was a lifeguard, and I was a regular lap swimmer. And it's a little awkward all the time when you're walking by in a swimsuit and the lifeguard is there and you don't really know what to say, but Ben always made me feel comfortable. And he would always just talk to me about anything. Could be history, could be books, could be careers. He was just always so thoughtful and kind. And I think that says a lot about Ben. We never talked very long, but the funny thing is that every single time I left the pool, I always thought, I hope one of my players marries him. I never thought it would be Kaitlin, but I do remember very clearly saying that I hope that one of my players marries him. He has a great sense of humor. He's super easygoing. He has a ton of different interests, and he has a kind-heartedness that I feel like makes for a really great partner. So Kaitlin is driven. She's extremely competitive. She's outspoken, and she's very detail-oriented. She fiercely loves, invests, and cares about people, as I know all of you guys have felt the blessing of that in your life. She works hard, competes hard, and loves hard. Ben is easygoing, goofy, very genuine, and he takes life as it comes. He enjoys relaxing, trying new things, and kind of just taking it in stride. So you can tell these are two very opposite people. But this opposite creates a really perfect balance. And it is this balance that's going to make their marriage so strong. It's kind of like two puzzle pieces, right? Fitting together. Two puzzle pieces, they're made from the same material, they're made with the same design, but they're cut perfectly different so that they can fit together, stay together, stick together, and support each other. So I feel like Kaitlin and Ben are different, but they just fit. Ben grounds Kaitlin, and Kaitlin challenges Ben. They need each other to become better versions of themselves. I'm not sure which needs the other more. Marriage is what will bind these two together. Marriage gives permanence to a couple's love. It's a way to tell one another that no matter how annoyed I am by you, how many times I have to remind you to put the milk back in the fridge, close the cupboards, squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom and not the middle, or just put the toilet seat down. We are in this life together. Marriage is committing to knowing there will be times of struggle. There'll be obstacles and adversities you can't possibly predict. Good days and bad days. But knowing that you're not going anywhere, that you are committed to standing alongside each other and figuring out a way. This is a powerful commitment for two people to make to one another. And a good marriage is built on the foundation of this commitment. In marriage, the little things are the big things. Little things like holding hands on walks, taking the time to say I love you, look him in the eye, and give him a hug every day. Speaking words of appreciation or demonstrating gratitude. Or some of the tougher things like having the capacity to forgive and forget. Giving each other an atmosphere where you can grow, aspire, and dream. Challenging each other to be better. And always being on the same team, fighting for each other, not fighting against each other. A good marriage is not only marrying the right partner, but more importantly, it is being the right partner. Being the right partner might be the biggest challenge of all. As you guys begin this new chapter in your life, and I know you both like challenges, I have a few challenges for you. And as a coach, and my players all can attest, I like a good challenge. Okay, so you're no different today. I'm not going to make you do any lines. I'm going to run. My first challenge for both of you, as you guys commit to this couple and this life and this journey, is to just love unconditionally. Try to remember that love isn't a word, it's an action. It's not something you say, but it is something that you do. Love is genuine, honest, and compassionate. And in the words of Paul in his letter to the Corinthians, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things, and true love never dies. So your first challenge, commit to loving each other unconditionally. Challenge number 2, forgive relentlessly. Life is challenging, lived alone. You add another person to your life, and life is extremely challenging. But it is meant to be done together. To live means to change means to struggle, and to struggle means to grow. There will be hard times. You will disagree, you will fight, you will roll your eyes, and you will need to walk away sometimes. You will hurt each other's feelings in big and small ways. And forgiveness doesn't mean the incident never happened. When you forgive your partner, You are making a promise not to use their past mistakes against them, but to learn and grow from it and become stronger from it. So remember, holding a grudge doesn't make you strong, it makes you bitter. Forgiving doesn't make you weak, it sets you free. Challenge number 3, serve generously. Do nothing out of rivalry or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Let each of you look not only on his own interests, but on the interests of others. Well, I need to change my page. It's okay. So, in your marriage, as you guys seek to serve, find opportunities to invest in each other's interests. I think this is really important as you guys develop in your marriage, as you won't have the same interests. And sometimes you need to have separate ones, but sometimes it's important to have the same ones, or to just take time to go to do the same thing. So whether or not you like bargain shopping, just go with Kaitlin bargain shopping, right? Just go a couple of times. Whether or not you like painting houses, just go and paint houses with Ben. But find opportunities to serve and support each other and invest in each other's interests. But even more than that, find opportunities to invest in the community around you, to serve other people, and to make sure that they understand how important they are in your growth. Serving each other and serving each other will only make your relationship stronger. Your last challenge is to communicate graciously. It is easy to underestimate the impact of our words, our facial expressions, our body language that has on other people. Simple gestures of kindness, giving affection, a hug, a longer kiss, a little short back rub, just paying attention to each other, talking daily to each other, taking the time to talk to each other. These all communicate love and support and build confidence. Keep in mind, we are all different in the way we perceive and experience the world. Use this understanding to guide and speak to each other with grace, love, and understanding. As a coach, I try to instill in all my players that they all have an important role to serve no matter what their situation, and it is their job to find a way to do that to the best of their ability. Sometimes we don't like our role. Sometimes we don't like our responsibility. Sometimes we want more responsibility, and sometimes we want less. Sometimes we work and work and work, and we don't get what we want. Sometimes it's easy, and we go on a 5-game winning streak. Sometimes we think it's going to be the best season ever. We lose 8 games in a row. We tear an ACL, and we don't like anyone on our team. We've had all of these experiences. And marriage is not much different. There are seasons of marriage. It is unpredictable. It is easy sometimes and challenging others. Marriage requires hard work. It requires showing up every day. It requires setting and going after goals, committing and trusting your teammates, practicing to improve, making mistakes and learning from failures, constant communication, and finding ways to work together. Ben and Kaitlin, you are about to become teammates for life. It will be the most amazing season you have ever had. It will challenge you in ways that you have never been, and it will change you in ways you couldn't imagine. I am so excited for you guys. The vows you are about to make are a way to share your love and commitment to each other. These vows are your way of openly declaring your commitment to one another, as well as to all of us here in attendance today. With that said, do you want to rock, paper, scissors for who goes first?
Kaitlin can go. Yep.
I wanted to do the slam dunk at the end.
Oh, yours are longer than mine.
So I'm a woman, so these might be a little bit longer than his. Sorry. Maybe not. But I just must say that I really appreciate you doing this out loud, because this is a little bit outside of Ben's comfort zone. But I told him that I love him so much that there's nothing better than telling him in front of a room full of everyone that we love what he means to me and what I promised to him as a wife. So with that, here are my vows. Okay. I promise to listen with an open mind and open heart and try always to understand your side. There is no promise that I will always agree, but rather that I will love you despite our differences. I promise to always be your safety net. I will support you unwaveringly and forgive you willingly. I promise to challenge you daily and keep you outside of your comfort zone, because I want to push you to be the best version of yourself, just as you do for me. I promise to love your family as if they were my own, without judgment and without condition. I promise to join our lives to ensure that they are not losing you, but rather gaining me. Oh, I'm shaking. I promise to be honest even when I am terrified of what response my honesty will bring. And with this, I promise to trust you. I promise to maintain my values, but without remaining rigid. I will grow and adapt with you and learn to intertwine our values and beliefs. I promise to continue growing in my ability to simply tell you what I need without expecting you to read my mind. That's a big one. Sorry. I promise to forever be faithful in my thoughts, feelings, and actions. I promise to date you every day of our marriage and to find times just to be us. The people we both fell in love with, who love thrift store shopping, parties, date nights, and wine-driven dance parties. I promise to love you for all that you are. I love you today and will love you more tomorrow and every day thereafter. I will cultivate this love and keep it from becoming stagnant. And most importantly, I promise not to quit. I was doing great. This will get hard, and there is no avoiding that. I will take this marriage head on and face all challenges and successes which are to come with the same unwavering love. I have never shied away from a challenge, and I promise to you that I'm all in. So again, with all of these people as my witness, I promise these things to you, along with so many more, in our lifetime to come as husband and wife.
Should I go first? Hers was tight and mine is on a piece of paper. Kaitlin. I promise to challenge you, to support you, to celebrate your successes and share your sadnesses. Promise to listen to you, not just hear you, to be honest with you, and to trust you. I promise to enjoy the little things, to be more optimistic. I promise to never be a perfect husband, but to start each day with that goal in mind. And above all else, I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
Now we'll bless the rings. All right, these rings, in their unbroken wholeness, are tokens of your pledge to each other and for your love for one another. The wedding rings are regarded as fitting symbols of marriage, for they are fashioned to have neither beginning nor end. They represent the enduring trust and affection that you bring to one another. They are the outward and visible symbol of two lives now united in marriage. Ben and Kaitlin, the hands you are now holding are the hands of your best friend. These are the hands that will work alongside you as yours as you build your future together. These are the hands that will carry your children. These are the same hands that, when wrinkled with age, will still be reaching out to yours. Ben.
Got it.
Will you take this ring and place it upon Kaitlin's finger, and as you do, repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
And with it I bestow upon thee.
And with it I bestow upon thee.
My pledge of faithfulness and enduring love.
My pledge of faithfulness and enduring love.
I'm very serious about this commitment. It's not coming out.
It's all right. Got it.
Kaitlin, please take this ring and place it on Ben's finger, and as you do, repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
And with it I bestow upon thee.
And with it I bestow upon thee.
My pledge of faithfulness and enduring love.
My pledge of faithfulness and enduring love.
All right, Ben's cousin, Caroline, is going to have a few words as the couple ties the unity knot.
All right.
As a symbol of their unity in marriage, Ben and Kaitlin have chosen to tie a piece of this knot is unique in that it is most effective bonding knots. It is comfortable, rough, very secure, and nearly impossible to untie. If every force that is applied, no matter the strength or direction, does not will become tighter. Ben and Kaitlin say that they have found their soulmate and are eager to share the rest of their lives together. They have built a love which is simple and secure. They have learned about each other's pasts and want to create a future. They have laughed, cried, celebrated, and picked each other up. Through all of this, they have chosen to promise each other a love which will grow stronger with any force that is apart. They agree to support each other through the best of times and the worst of times without wavering. They promise to learn from their mistakes and embrace their successes. They promise honesty, understanding, and forgiveness. They will continue to learn how to compromise and adjust to the needs of the other. They will challenge each other to become better individuals, better spouses, and one day, better parents. They commit to investing in one another and their future. They acknowledge the threat of the unknown and teach each other to have by their side as they take on. In this marriage, they refuse to come untied, but rather, with every milestone, new job, child, personal loss, dear child, and life of Creator, they promise to be pulled closer together. This is a new scripture.
Ben and Kaitlin, you have professed your love by exchanging your vows. You have symbolized your commitment by exchanging rings, and you have expressed the end of your individual lives by the tying of the unity knot. With all of this, there's just one more question I need to ask each of you before we head to the reception to celebrate. Kaitlin, do you take Ben to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor him and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I do.
Ben, do you take Kaitlin to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Well, with whatever power is vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
I love you. First time we ever did that. You gotta go this way.
Be the first to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Carr.
All right.
We did it! The hard part. We did the hard part.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
He's so tears of joy. He's so happy. You look just like his dad. I gotta bowl my snozberries.
Okay, one more. Yep. Oh, that went so long. Can we follow beer?
Oh man, that was intense.
Okay.
I was shaking.
Dude,
Thanks.
he couldn't even look at me.
I know.
And I'm like trying to get back to it. Dude, look at it. I kept going.
I couldn't do it. Every time I looked up, I was just crying.
Okay, our part's over.